this stuff for you, and when we see something else that's not, politically correct or corresponding with what we doing for you, then we gonna flip out. Just like y'all flip out if you see a man with another woman or something. That just, that's just how I would summarize that whole thing I was talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to TJ. He go ahead and wrap that up.
I mean, as far as the whole one night stand thing that you were talking about, I mean, on that, it just depends on the situation. Like how much are y'all really vibing? How easy was it? It's certain aspects that go into a situation like that. The one night stand, because one night stands do happen. I've had them. You've had them.
Yeah.
And like I didn't had a 3-year relationship for a one night stand. And she was faithful to me, and I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the circumstances. But I've also had them, and the girl wasn't worth a dime. So it really just depends on, you have to be able to gauge that yourself. Especially how she treats you after the situation. You know what I'm saying? Do you have to apply pressure afterward? Is she applying pressure afterward? Is it radio silence afterward? Because all those things can play a part in it. Because if she don't hit you back up, she could feel like she got used, and you could feel the same way.
Yeah.
Or if she starts blowing you up afterward, she's still interested, she's pursuing. And if she's really pursuing you that tough, the odds are, okay, maybe that meant something to her.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't something that she does all the time, because she's actually putting effort in it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, hold that thought. Y'all need to go ahead and hit that like button to this man's channel. And also subscribe to this channel. Click the link in the description to follow him and follow me on my channel. You know what I'm saying? After y'all do that, comment in the comment section what y'all think about toxic relationships, unhealthy attachments. You know what I'm saying? Give me y'all thoughts. Because, it's already been 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and continue where we left off.
But also, going back to the initial topic, we went off topic for a little bit there, but we ain't got nothing but time.
Yeah.
The warning signs, how to avoid them. This is what I've learned in my personal experience. When somebody shows you who they are, especially initially, believe them. Because if somebody is showing you a certain side of themselves initially, that's who they are. Okay? If somebody says, we can be cool, but don't date me, do not date that person. They told you that for a reason. They know they ain't shit. So
but that's
just save yourself the time. Now you can be a daredevil. You can try it out.
It depends on
you
the woman.
They
could change their mind.
Like I said, you can go get yourself hurt. You go out there, you know what I'm saying, especially if she say something like that. You can go out there and get yourself hurt. But nah, I'm gonna learn my lesson from that shit. And another thing, when you see hoish tendencies from, and that's male or female. You know what I'm saying? Hoish tendencies. I'm not saying don't ever go through another person's phone, because you're going to see something you don't want to see. That's not how you build trust. That's how you build resentment. Don't ever go through your significant other's phone. Do not do that. That is a big no-no, because if they catch you, it's going to be a problem. That's going to be a trust issue. And if you see something you don't want to see, you might not know the basis of what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might not be what it appears it is, or then again, it could be. But that's where the trust comes in, because at the end of the day, if you go through your significant other's phone and you see something you don't want to see, odds are the warning signs were already there. You just chose to ignore them. You can't do that. You got to pay attention to the red flags. They argumentative a lot. Initially, pull back. Like I said, that's a tactic I wish I would have used earlier in my life, but I'm using it a lot more. You got to pull back. When somebody starts acting crazy, I don't care how much you love them, bro. Sometimes you have to pull back. I mean, no communication at all. No. Especially when they show you who they are. Because let's say somebody really disrespects you or offends you, and you're dealing with this person. Let's say you've been dealing with them a month. and then you know they spaz out on you, they yell at you, they do all this that wasn't even called for, you know, just leave the situation. Don't get back up with them. Don't start yelling back. Just pull back. I know that's easier said than done in the heat of the moment, and you might have the right to go off on them, but the best thing you can do is just pull back and do you. Now, if they come back and apologize on some real shit, then you let them come back and apologize on some real shit, but do not kiss ass.
No,
I've made that mistake so many times in my life. No. Never again. We do not kiss ass, and that goes for men and women.
Yeah.
Do not kiss ass.
Don't bend over backwards for nobody.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
If they can't see they're wrong, you know what that's called? That's called a fucking narcissist. I done dealt with a couple of them too.
Yeah.
If they can't see they wrong, they always right in their eyes. Leave that alone.
Yeah.
Leave
and
that
then you also want to move away from the people that just move, you know, don't move with no purpose. Like, they don't even move for their future. They move for the moment. You want to get away from them. Those for kids. Like, they not of age to know that. Like, I mean, yeah, that's what kids do. You know what I'm saying? They, like, kids do that. They're not of age to know, like, what they want to do for their future right then and now. But if they, like, I can understand 21, 22, you want to party, have fun, then I understand. But don't get in a relationship with that. Just take your childish ass home, stay with your mama, and then be cool. Don't go out in the world getting relationships and then trying to be committed with someone if you're not ready. That's another thing too. Even if you are a mature person and you get in a relationship, if you think you're not ready, to avoid toxic relationships, the best thing I can tell y'all to do, don't get in a relationship if you feel like that person, you can't trust that person. If you can't trust them, you might as well back away.
If you feel like, especially
even if they tell you something, but if you still can't trust them, y'all need to get out. That's how you avoid that toxic relationship, because you're gonna end up either pushing them away or they're gonna push you away, one or the other, and they ain't gonna trust you. So if you don't trust them, obviously they don't trust you. If you don't trust them, that's how I look at it.
I mean, that ain't necessarily true.
And I mean, some people stay. Why you talking about, like, if somebody don't trust somebody and then somebody
that don't mean it's mutual.
Don't mean they, like. What do you mean mutual? Like,
if you said if you don't trust them, obviously they don't.
No,
trust
I'm saying
you.
If you coming at them like that, they eventually gonna not trust you. Like, that person might trust you, but if you coming at them like, hey, I don't trust you, they gonna end up not trusting you because you coming up and you know how some people, like, the boy that cried wolf, they the one that's actually doing it or some shit.
No, the boy that cried.
No, like,
the boy that cried.
You know what I'm talking about.
The boy that cried wolf was wrong, bro. He was crying wolf, and he was fucking with them people. And then the wolf actually came and fucked them up.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then they didn't come out there and help him.
It's in that it figure of speech. What I'm saying is, if you sit there don't trust a person, and you looking through their phone, they gonna end up looking through your phone. You get what I'm saying? Eventually, and then they might not trust you because you not trusting them. Some people feel that way. There's different people in the world. Like, everybody's mindset might be different. They ain't always true, but like, sometimes when you don't trust somebody, they might not trust you. You know.
It all depends.
It just depends on the circumstances, like, you know.
But we getting into all that today, though. So we done put y'all on game with these warning signs. Now we're gonna tell you how to properly get out of a toxic relationship.
You wanted 20 minutes? You might not be able to upload all of this. You like part 1, part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could do that.
You only can do 10.
Okay. We could do it like
It's a new channel.
It's a new channel.
Yeah.
It's a new cast, you feel me? But okay. Like I said, now we're going to talk about how to properly get out of a toxic relationship. Well, after you have detected, excuse me, that you are in a toxic situation, you have to obviously get out. How do you do that? You have to see the situation and the person for what it is. Because you can turn some toxic situations around. Sometimes you cannot. If the person is trying to change, then maybe give them more time. But if that person is continuously showing you who they are, they're showing you they're not worth a damn, they doing what they want, they not listening to you, then you gotta get out of this situation. And when I say get out, I don't mean maybe you can be friends with this person, maybe you can't. You should know that. That's contingent on the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?